Hey guys, I'm Jeff and this is the Ottawa Bike and Trail YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us for another video. In this one, I am taking you along on a bikepacking trip that I've been planning for many months. And that is the Buffalo River Loop in Northwest Arkansas. So this was my chance to get away from the shop for a few days and do a multi-day overnight trip on my Surly Bridge Club. But mostly it was a chance for me to explore Northwest Arkansas. I've never really spent much time in this area, so I was really looking forward to seeing what it's all about. So I'm going to take you along for the ride, but you're going to find out by the end of this video, things did not go as planned. But I had a great time. I think you'll enjoy it, so check it out. All right, I'm loaded and ready to go. I am here at the Goshen, Arkansas City Hall. They were really helpful inside. They gave me some bottles of water, and I am ready to start my trip. I've got the bike fully geared up, ready to go. All right, here we go. 160 miles ahead of me. Day one, got about 43 miles. So let's see how it goes. All right, I just left Goshen and I'm already climbing. This Fire Tower Road gets me out of town, but immediately goes into a climb. So I guess that's how it's going to be on this ride. Feels good though. All right, coming up on my first gravel section. Had a nice climb out of Goshen. Got a little bit more climbing to do here in a minute, but look at that. That's what we came for. All right, my first real downhill. All right, I'm trying to keep a fairly steady pace down these hills because I don't want to break anything or still getting used to the weight on the bike, so I'm trying to be a little bit cautious. Got a long way to go. Very pretty out here though. All right, this road looks a little bit low maintenance, I would say. Pretty cool. These roads are great. Oh. So I'm noticing a lot of trees down. They had a major windstorm come through here probably about a week ago, and a lot of tree damage. I noticed there's some trees across the road that they had repaired, but a lot of tree damage. Everything looks like there was a lot of wind through here. Pretty neat. Hopefully I don't have any roads blocked. We'll see. took a break in Huntsville, and now I get to do this first thing out of the gate. Oh my gosh. Super steep grade, so I'm just pushing up this little hill here, but it's short. All right, got in my climbing gear coming out of Huntsville. That was something else. Whew. Come here. All right, I'm taking a little break here. This is called Brush Creek. Really pretty spot. Lots of birds. Tough one. Oh, just came up a pretty killer hill there. So yeah, these hills are legit. I'm about 30 miles in. I got 12 or so more to go. The last 2 or 3 are going to be straight up to my camp spot. So taking a bit of a rest, a little bit of snack, pickle juice, which is my secret weapon. Always go for the pickle juice. Helps fight cramps. But yeah, it's beautiful out here, feeling great, loving it. It's a very good route. I would highly recommend so far. The roads are a little more, I would say a little on the rough side, which is great. Wasn't sure what to expect. All right, so this is one of the sections I came through that is a pretty good illustration of what I mean by it could be a little bit rough. Just came out of a sort of creek bed, and you know, this is the kind of stuff you can run into. Not a big deal, but if you're going at a reasonable pace, but it's tempting to let her rip on some of these downhills, and then you hit a section like this, and that's where you could get in trouble, popping a tire, especially when you're carrying a load like this. So I try to take it easy and not get carried away on the downhills. So I'm running Vittoria Mezcal 2.1s, and it's been a perfect tire out here. It feels very comfortable, very confident. So definitely can handle the surface and the rocks and the rubble. there. Uh-oh. Now I gotta go back up. The only negative thing I can say about this route so far is every once in a while you smell something horrible, and then you come across these industrial chicken farms. I guess that's just the way it is. That's what the economy is based on around here. So it's a minor annoyance. Glad to see they are open. Spring hours, 8:30 on Friday, 7:30 during the week. So yeah, this will be my only stop for water. There's no water at my campground, so glad they're open. Almost there. Man, this has been a rough climb up to this campsite. Oy. But look at the view. All right, I made it. Spoken true. This is my campsite for the night. I have to say, that was a extremely difficult climb getting up here. From Kingston, it's about 5 miles, and it's straight up. All right, so this is a primitive camping spot. No toilets, no bathhouse, no nothing. But they do have a tent spot. I'm gonna put my tent right there, nice and level. And I think this is what makes this place desirable. I'm gonna take you out before I get set up and check this out before it gets dark. So fortunately I don't sleepwalk because this is a cliff, but man, look at that view. Crazy. Pretty much a straight drop down, so you got to be careful. They left a cord here so you could hang your food, and very considerate because there are bears up here. And my wife, who is staying in an Airbnb about 50 miles from here, I'm gonna ride there tomorrow. She actually saw a bear, so good for her. But I hope I don't actually. I don't know. It's kind of might not be the best thing. All right, let's see if we can get this tent set up. Heck yeah, look at that. Camp set up. Now I gotta cook dinner. Feels pretty good. Oh man, I think I'll just sit here for a while. All right, so the only problem with the location of my tent is the wind's coming up over the cliff here, and it's gonna get pretty strong tonight. Expecting some storms, but that's all right. I'm gonna find a place a little ways away from my tent to cook my food, just because, you know, bears. All right, let's make dinner here. We are doing Cajun tacos, I guess. Ben's original red beans and rice, tortillas, and I got a couple other things, but that's the main. Turn that off. Oh yeah. All right, day one is success. Got 3 more days on the bike left, and we're gonna take you along for all that, but I think I'm gonna wrap up day one, do that in one video so that these aren't too long. I'm gonna ride from here all the way to Jasper, where my wife is staying in an Airbnb, and I'm gonna join her there. So I'm only camping out one night, get to hang out in luxury tomorrow at an Airbnb. Well, made it through the night. Slept pretty well. Got a lot of rain, but oh, yeah, getting old. I'm gonna go get my food bag out of this tree over here. Try to get on the road here pretty quick so that seems like the rain's let up here. Maybe I can get some miles on before I get rained on. So here is my food bag, safe and sound. So basically got a little pour over coffee maker system here. All right, cheers. Not bad. Coffee's really good, actually. View's really good. It's not raining. What more could you ask for? All right, all packed up, ready to go. Leaving camp. All right, riding in the rain. Got my rain jacket on. It's not too uncomfortable at the moment. Hopefully it'll clear up a little bit today. All right, to be honest with you, it's kind of miserable out here right now. Can't see out of my glasses. Raining. I'm gonna eat something, get a little bit of energy, and see if I can make it into Kingston. There's a convenience store there, and I will reassess my situation when I get there. So I got poured on, and I decided to call an audible. My wife is about 17 miles away in Jasper, so took a turn off the trail down to Ponca and had a beautiful downhill in the rain. It was kind of cool, and didn't film it because I was trying to get here quickly. So yeah, I'm here in Ponca, Arkansas. Very beautiful place. I found this little general store here, and they are in the height of canoeing and kayaking season right on the Buffalo River. So got some coffee, called my wife, she's coming to get me, and we've got an Airbnb in Jasper for the evening, so we're gonna hang out there. Hopefully it'll be drier tomorrow and I can do some more bike riding, but I had a pretty good ride. Didn't get the whole route that I was going to do today, but that's okay. Of course, now once I made that decision, it's starting to dry up, so I guess I should have waited, but that's all right. I would say if you're coming down here, this Lost Valley canoe place has an incredible setup. They've got cabins, they've got yurts, they've got tree houses, and I would highly recommend checking it out. Check out Ponca. I got to talk to the lady in the general store, and it seems like an amazing place. So next time I might reroute my route through Ponca and just stay here. Very cool. All right, here we are. Day 4 of my bikepacking trip, and it's still pouring rain. I was gonna try to ride today, but it's gonna rain all day, so we are just gonna drive back to Kansas City. And but I will say, we had really great accommodations. We stayed in this nice little Airbnb. It's a beautiful view, and saw some bears out in the field out here. So all in all, got a day and a half of riding in. Got to hang out with my wife in a beautiful location. Got to do a little bit of sightseeing, and I will be back. This is an incredible place down here, just outside of Jasper, and we definitely will be back. Probably stay here. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. I really did have a great time on this trip, even though it didn't go as planned. I'm really looking forward to getting back down to Northwest Arkansas and completing the entire Buffalo River Loop. But I did learn a few things along this trip that will help me out the next time. So I'll do a follow-up video and talk about lessons learned. I'll also give you the full rundown on how the Bridge Club performed. So stay tuned for that. And also don't forget to check out our website, ottawabikeandtrail.com. We have a lot of great bikepacking gear, including a lot of the things that I used on this bikepacking trip. So you can check that out. But until next time, get out and ride your bike.